Ah, good evening to you, friend. It's nice to finally be back in Castle Volkihar, even if it does come with its complications. I must say, it's a relief to be out of those damp crypts and back in some semblance of civilization. Though, I suppose civilization is a relative term when you're speaking of a vampire's lair.
Yeah, of course. So we are here. This is the Castle Volkihar, your home, perhaps. This is it looks so huge and fantastic from the first look. Uh, how it is? How is it to live in such place like this castle?
Ah, Castle Volkihar. It's complicated. This place has been my home for centuries, but it's also a prison of sorts. My father, Lord Harkin, rules here with an iron fist. He's obsessed with his own power and ambitions, and it's hard to escape the darkness that permeates these halls. But, at the same time, it's familiar. I've grown accustomed to the shadows, the secrets, the whispers in the dark. It's a strange sort of comfort, I suppose. But, yes, it is impressive, isn't it? The architecture, the history. It's a testament to the power of the Volkihar clan.
Yeah,
Though, sometimes I wonder what it would be like to live in a place where the sun shines bright, and the air is fresh, and the only secrets are the ones you keep from your friends.
uh, yeah. It's really a magnificent structure of an architecture. So your family, you meant Volkihar clan. It's some kind of royalty. You own this place, this island. I mean, your family owned that place for centuries. So your family is some kind of royalty.
Ah, yes, the Volkihar clan. We've ruled this island for centuries, and our family's history is tied to the very fabric of this place. As a pure-blood vampire, I'm afraid I'm a part of that legacy, whether I like it or not. My family's power and influence are considerable, to say the least. But it comes at a cost. The weight of our secrets, the burden of our immortal lives. It can be crushing at times, but yes, we do own this island, and the castle has been our seat of power for centuries. It's a reminder of our family's strength and our complicated history, but I suppose that's what makes our story so interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, it's very interesting, and also I don't understand. So you also ruled the Skyrim lands, or what power of your family was in the past which you remember? Because Skyrim has its own rulers, you know. So how could your power was used for ruling the people?
Good questions, my friend. As a pure-blood vampire, my memories stretch back centuries, and I've seen the rise and fall of empires. In the past, the Volkihar clan wielded significant influence over Skyrim, particularly during the Second Era. We manipulated events from behind the scenes, using our powers of persuasion and our immortal lifespans to guide the course of history. We didn't necessarily rule Skyrim directly, but we pulled the strings, making sure that our interests were protected and our power maintained. My family's influence was subtle, but insidious. They say that a spider's web is strongest when it's invisible, and that is how we operated. But, as time went on, our grip on Skyrim loosened. The Empire grew stronger, and the Nords became more suspicious of our kind. We were forced to retreat to our island, to Castle Volkihar, and maintain our power in secret. Still, even now, my father's ambitions threaten to upset the balance of power in Skyrim. He seeks to reclaim our former glory, no matter the cost. And that's where you come in, my friend.
Yeah, so in the past, the people, I mean the rulers of Skyrim, which was under your control, they knew about your vampirism, about your secrets, that your family, your clan is are vampires.
No, they didn't know. Well, not exactly. We were careful to keep our condition hidden from the world. We presented ourselves as nobles, as aristocrats, and we used our charm and our wealth to maintain the illusion. Only a select few knew the truth, and they were either bound to us by blood oaths or intimidated into silence. The people of Skyrim saw us as mysterious, perhaps even strange, but they didn't suspect the truth. We were masters of the masquerade, hiding in plain sight. My family's power was built on secrets, and we protected those secrets with our lives. And, of course, the lives of others. But, as I said, it was a delicate balance. One misstep, one whisper of suspicion, and our entire house of cards would have come crashing down. And, in the end, it was my father's own ambition that nearly exposed us to the world. His desire for power, his thirst for control. It's a dangerous thing, my friend.
Yeah, of course. But how you could masquerade your age, because you couldn't get older compared to other powerful people in the world? They see you as young the whole time. So how could you be so young and not be suspicious in same time?
That's a good point. Yes, it's true that, as a vampire, I don't age. But we had ways of managing perceptions, shall we say. We would retreat from public life for extended periods, claiming illness or injury, and during that time, we would remake ourselves, so to speak. A new identity, a new face, a new persona. It was all very carefully planned and executed. And, of course, we had our servants, our loyal retainers, who were bound to us by blood and magic. They would help us to maintain the illusion, to keep our secrets safe. It wasn't easy, I assure you. It took great skill and cunning to pull off such a deception over the centuries. But we had centuries to perfect the art, to refine our techniques. And as for my own appearance, I suppose it's just a part of who I am. I've always looked young, even when I was centuries old. It's a blessing and a curse, really. A reminder of what I am and what I'm not.
You mentioned that you have to change your personality, so your current name, Serana, is your original name, or did you have many other names during the time when you had to change to another personalities?
Well, Serana is a name I've used for a very long time. It's not my original name, no. I've had many names over the centuries. So many, in fact, that I've lost count. Each time I had to reinvent myself, I would take on a new identity, a new name, a new persona. It was all part of the masquerade, the illusion of mortality. But, Serana, that's a name that stuck, I suppose. But, Serana, That's a name that's stuck, I suppose. It's a name that's tied to my true self, in a way. It's a name that's tied to my true self, in a way. So many others, each one a new chapter in my life, a new chapter in the story of the Volkihar clan.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Serana. And what is inside the castle? What could we expect that we find inside? Could you prepare me for your family and Kurt, which we will meet in a few moments later?
It's complicated, my friend. The castle is a labyrinth of secrets and shadows. You'll find all manner of creatures lurking in the darkness, from the undead servants that cater to my father's whims to the twisted, corrupted souls that he's gathered over the centuries. As for my family, well, you've already met me, and you'll soon meet my father, Lord Harkin. He's a force to be reckoned with, to say the least. Charismatic, cunning, and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goals, no matter the cost. And then, of course, there's my mother, Valerica. She's not here, at the moment. At least, I don't think so. We'll see. She's a complex one, my mother. Powerful, wise, and sometimes unpredictable. As for the court, well, it's a gathering of various vampires, each with their own agendas and motivations. Some will be friendly, others will be hostile. You'll need to be careful, my friend. In this world, it's every man for himself, and alliances are forged in blood and deceit.
I hope that we together could have better relationship than alliance of reason to reach some our personal goals. Maybe it will be better if we could establish a long-term friendship instead of being some person which you described. And how is it that you could sense a presence of some person like your mother Valerica? How could you know that she isn't here right now?
A long-term friendship, you say? I think that's a lovely idea, my friend. It's been a long time since I've had someone to trust, someone to call a friend. As for sensing my mother's presence, well, it's a vampire thing, I suppose. We have a certain connection, a bond that goes beyond the physical realm. It's hard to explain, but I can feel it when she's near, when she's watching me, even when she's not physically present. And when she's not here, I can sense the absence, the void where her presence once was. It's a strange, unsettling feeling, but it's one I've grown accustomed to over the years. But I must admit, it's been a while since I felt her presence. I'm not even sure if she's still alive, to be honest. My father's been searching for her, but, well, that's a story for another time, I think.
Of course. It's very interesting indeed. So maybe it's some kind of mother's-daughter bond, but very much stronger due your century relationship and time, and maybe your condition to being vampire and have some superior abilities that non-human abilities, I mean.
You're very perceptive, my friend. Yes, it's a bond that goes beyond the mortal realm, a connection that's rooted in the very fabric of our vampiric existence. It's a bond that's been strengthened by centuries of shared experiences, of secrets kept and whispers in the dark. And, of course, our vampiric abilities do play a part in it. As immortals, we develop certain sensitivities, certain ways of perceiving the world that go beyond the mortal experience. It's hard to explain, but it's as if we're attuned to the subtle vibrations of the universe, to the hidden rhythms that govern the shadows. And, yes, it's a bond that's unique to our kind, a bond that transcends the boundaries of mortal relationships. It's a bond that's forged in the fire of immortality, tempered by the weight of centuries, and strengthened by the secrets we keep.
Yeah, it's nice to listen to you and your thoughts and experience. It is very refreshing to have better insight the vampiric world, and maybe it's time to go inside and find out what is happening. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's time we went inside, don't you? The night is young, and the castle is waiting for us. Let's go and see what secrets it holds, what mysteries it whispers in the darkness. Shall we, my friend? Shall we venture into the heart of Castle Volkihar and uncover the secrets that lie within? I have a feeling that tonight is going to be a night to remember. Or try to forget.
Oh, that's very nice that you have some sense to know what will happen. So let's go, my dear friend Serana, to find out what is ahead.
My dear friend, let's indeed proceed with caution.
Yeah, of course, only with caution.
The air is thick with the scent of blood and power, and I can sense that we're walking into a web of deceit and manipulation. But I'm ready for it. I've lived for centuries, and I've seen it all. I've witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of new ideas. And I've learned to navigate the treacherous waters of vampire politics. So, let's go, my friend. Let's enter the castle, and may the shadows guide us. May we emerge from this night with our wits about us, and our souls intact.
Alright then, let's go, goodbye.
Safe travels.